what does their soul remember about you? So sometimes it's not about what they consciously know, but there is this recognition between the both of you. So we're going to have a look at what their soul still holds. So if you've been feeling their energy lately, then perhaps this might be your confirmation. And the reading that everyone is booking right now is the 12-month tarot reading. This is a month-to-month guidance delivered directly to your inbox, or we can meet live on Zoom every month, and there is a link to that within my bio. There's only a few left and these are going to sell out. But let's have a look. Spirit, what does their soul remember about you? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got Temperance, we've got the 5 of Swords, we've got the 8 of Swords, we've got the Chariot in reverse, and we have got the 4 of Cups. So there is absolutely recognition here. Even if things haven't necessarily moved forward the way that you might have hoped. With this Temperance at the bottom of the deck, it tells me that deep down, there's something that very much is still aligned between the both of you, even if it's been quiet or there's been some sort of pause. With the Chariot in reverse, this is such an interesting card, especially in this particular deck. So it does talk about the energy having stalled. So maybe there's been sort of resistance in moving forward, or life itself, because of this 8 of Swords, has maybe put things on hold. However, we can see that there are these 2 horses' heads, and that there is this one backbone shared between them. And this is suggesting that there is a bond that's still here. There's a thread that hasn't been broken. The remaining cards here, they talk about emotional stagnation, they talk about mental blocks, and they talk about past pain. So again, it's saying that there is a connection, and with this Temperance card, it's not a connection that just disappears. There's something about it that's a teaching tool, and it might still have somewhere to go. But let's have a deeper delve into each of the cards. So I'm actually going to start here with the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is a card that often speaks about emotional disappointment, of not being fully seen or valued. It's a card of missed opportunities. And it feels like it's taken this person some time to recognize what was in front of them, even if that feeling was always there on some sort of level. So it feels like you might have seen it far more clearly than they did. So in a traditional deck, we would see a man sitting underneath a tree, and there would be 3 cups sitting in front of him, and there would be this 4th cup that's being offered by the universe itself. And yet he still doesn't even glance at any of them. And that's the energy here, that the universe has really extended this connection more than once. And I think that you felt that, but this person has either refused to see it or hasn't been ready to receive it, even though it's been right there, clear as day. Now within this particular deck, the imagery takes us even deeper. We can see these bottles. They've got heroin, morphine, arsenic, cyanide, all of the substances known for their toxicity, and more importantly, their addictive nature. So I think that adds quite a powerful layer to this particular message. So even though this person might have refused to fully acknowledge what was right in front of them, there also seems to be a pull, almost like an obsession. There's this loop that keeps replaying, and they might not have chosen it consciously, but they were hooked in some sort of way. So it really suggests that there's a dynamic that, while deeply emotional, might really carry patterns that were hard to break. Addictive, even if not always healthy. The 8 of Swords is traditionally a card of mental entrapment. It's feeling stuck, feeling restricted, feeling overwhelmed by one's own thoughts. So personally, I often see this card as having a strong connection with timing. And it suggests that while there might have been a deep connection between the both of you, there were likely external or maybe internal factors that made things really difficult at the time. Obstacles that maybe felt really frustrating or confusing. But what I'm actually picking up on here is that these challenges were not just random. They may have actually been some form of divine protection or redirection. So the energy that we're picking up with a lot of these cards here is quite heavy. And had you come together under those conditions, it might not have unfolded in the way that it was meant to. It feels like Spirit was holding things back until there was greater wholeness. So the connection could be met in a more aligned and more evolved space. The Five of Swords to me is always about cutting away people, places, and mindsets that no longer serve your highest good. So within this, there's a shift that happens with this card. And it does feel quite heavy at first, but like all fives in tarot, it represents change. And with that change, there comes a potential for something lighter, something that feels more aligned. Now, looking at this spread as a whole, it really does feel like this person is caught in what I would call a 3D template, stuck in outdated patterns, conditional beliefs. And to move forward, which we're going to see reflected in this Chariot card, there has to be realignment on a soul level. So in a traditional deck, the Five of Swords, we would see a man holding 3 swords while 2 of them lie on the ground. And the 3 swords that he carries always makes me think of the 3 of Swords, which speaks to heartache, grief, and disappointment. So it's very much a continuation from the emotional weight that we picked up on with this 4 of Cups. There's a heaviness here, but there's also a crossroads. There's a choice to let go of what's been holding them back. Now going back to this Chariot card. So typically in the upright position, this is a card of fast movement and forward momentum. So it speaks to a focused mindset and a strong will. But in this depiction, there's something that catches the eye here. Firstly, it came in the reverse position. But even dismissing that, we can see that the 2 horses' heads are turned in opposite directions. And if we're being practical, that just won't work. For the Chariot to move forward, logically, both must be aligned. They must be facing the same way. There's no way around that. The other thing I'm noticing is we have the black roses and we have the red roses here. And they've kind of, the way that everything's positioned on the card, it really reminds me of yin and yang. 2 powerful opposing forces that are part of one whole. And this tells me that there's absolutely a connection here, but there's a tension and it's real. So there's something unbalanced. One person, possibly you, knows what this dynamic is. You feel it clearly and intuitively. And the other person, they're maybe still waking up to it. And they might not be moving at the same pace as you. And that's where things can feel really frustrating, because you can sense the potential, you can see the path ahead, but it's like trying to cross a bridge that's only half built. There's something that has to shift here in them, in the energy, for the 2 of you to move in sync. And until then, the movement is stalled, not because the connection isn't real, but because alignment hasn't yet occurred. Now let's come back to Temperance. So this is a card that speaks about healing. It speaks about timing. It talks about soul alignment. Now, in this particular depiction, we can see the cerebral cortex, the brain, and we can see that there's these 2 hands, and this really speaks volumes. To me, it talks about you're picking up on their thoughts, you're picking up on their emotions and their energetic shifts, and they're picking up on yours. This connection is very intuitive, it's very emotional, and it's very spiritual. Now, when we go back to the original question, what do they feel about your soul? The answer is they feel you. So Temperance traditionally is associated with an angel who's holding 2 cups. And that mirrors the 2 of Cups in tarot for me. And that is a classic card that represents mutual love and soul recognition. So this is another confirmation that this bond is more than just chance. And one more thing, because it actually really matters. As difficult as this resistance or lack of movement might feel, is actually part of the process. I want you to think about resistance training in the physical body. It's what strengthens you. And this dynamic, in all of its challenges, is kind of like a spiritual resistance training. And both of you are participating in it. So your souls, they are working together. They are. even if your 3D selves are on different pages right now. So we're not going to dismiss this person. They are playing their role, and so are you. The soul contract is alive, and that means growth for both of you. So if you want to look deeper into how this connection might evolve or shift, then same-day readings are available and they are returned to you within 24 hours. The link to that is in my bio. And if you're ready for ongoing clarity and alignment, then the 12-month tarot reading is the one that everyone's really booking right now. Imagine starting each month feeling really grounded and supported and clear, with a personalized reading delivered straight to your inbox, or we can meet together live on Zoom to guide you through what's ahead. A full year of soul support. There's a lot of peace of mind, and that is what's waiting for you within the 12-month tarot.